Hello there, how are you? Welcome to my Facebook Live. I'm Karen Barno. I want to talk to you today as part of my everyday commitment to doing videos. I want to discuss today lifelong learning. If there's one thing that no one can ever take away from you, is your knowledge. I read books, I watch videos, I study, I take classes. I do all that because when I was younger, and I had a speech impediment, people thought that I was special needs, that I was functionally or not functioning at a high level. I won't use the word they use, but it was the R word. And I wasn't. I just had a speech impediment. Didn't mean that I was slow. It just meant that I didn't say my R's or S's. But I had made the decision at that time that I would be smart. Now, I still barely graduated from high school, so you're thinking, well, obviously you didn't keep till you'll be smart. I knew that book learning was necessary to achieve the goal of a high school diploma. I knew that book learning was necessary to achieve the goal of getting a college degree. And I know to this day that sometimes you have to do book learning to meet the goals or standards set by some arbitrary group. But true knowledge is the knowledge that you get from living life. The true knowledge you get is from reading books written by other people, and reading magazine articles and just studying biographies and how everybody else has done it, because you can always learn something. I mean, I've been in assisted living for 25 years and I still continually learn new things about it. I just talked to somebody earlier today about assisted living in Alaska and what the regulatory framework was for that, because nobody can take that away. They can take away your dignity, they can take away your job, they can take away anything, but they can't take your knowledge. So don't stop learning when you get out of high school. Don't stop learning when you get out of college, or your goal is to become a nurse and you get out of nursing school and you're like, I'm done. I mean, I can't tell you how many friends I have that don't read books at all. They think I'm crazy. They're like, why are you always reading? So they're like, I quit reading when I got out of college. Okay, that was a choice you made. I want to keep learning. I want to keep understanding what makes this world go round. I want to understand what makes people do what they do. That is my overarching question. Why do people do what they do? Why do some people do this? Why do some people pick door number A, some pick B, and some pick C? And even when they know, door number A is good, door number B is okay, and door number C is catastrophic, some still pick door number C. I want to understand that. So as you move forward in your life and you're trying to start a business or whatever you're trying to do, get the required knowledge. Study, do the work. Because when you do the work, you win. How many times have you looked at somebody and thought, man, I wish I could have that job? And then you sit down and talk to her or him, and she's like, well, I worked my ass off to get here. I did the work. I did what was required to get here. How many people do you talk to that own their own business? I have a friend that owns her own business that she makes high seven figures. High seven figures. And she's no better than I. I mean, her and I talk about it all the time. It's like, she's just like, I made the decision to own my own business. You made the decision to go work in an association. I made the decision to go own my own business. Now I go to her and I was like, okay, now I want to own my own business on top of the association. How do I do it? And she gives me hints and pointers in that, because she has that knowledge. And I'll be like, well, is there a book I can get? And she'll be like, no, there's not a book you can get. Sure, there's a million books out there, but now you have to do the work. Sometimes you have to read, sometimes you have to do the work. But if you have a goal in mind you want to achieve, get the knowledge, do the work, make a plan, and just keep going. Don't quit. You can course correct. You can say, you know what, I really wanted to own a business in home care, and now I've decided I don't want to own a business in home care. I want to own a business in helping women transform their lives. That's okay. That's what life's all about, is getting to these signposts on the street, looking at it and saying, if I go left, I go to New York, and if I go right, I go to Florida. It's December, I'm going right to Florida. That's what those signposts are there for. That allow you to say, if I go left, I start my own business in home care. If I go right, I start my own transformation business and do one-on-one coaching. I'm going right. You have to have the knowledge and the skill set to do it, and then you do the work. So become a lifelong learner. And My gosh, you can go on YouTube and see any video in the world. I mean, I have a TV sitting up in front of the office, and I just look through and have videos playing in the background, because you can find anything on the internet. That's the beautiful thing. So commit to yourself that you'll learn something new, even if it's just once a month, or for this month, I'm going to study this topic, and this month, this topic. Commit to it, because when you become a lifelong learner, doors are going to fly open that you didn't even know existed. You're going to be guided to go, I didn't know that I could be I don't know, deep sea diver. Until I read the book about being a deep sea diver. That might be interesting. Or I didn't know you could take plastic out of the ocean and make it into wristbands, like 40 Oceans does, and sell that as a way to make money to continue pulling plastic out of the ocean. There's all kinds of ideas. Become a lifelong learner. And let me know in the comments below if you're reading, what book are you reading? Because I'm always looking for new books. So write down what book you're learning. If you have any questions, please put it, in the comment box as well. Just take time. You deserve a great life. You deserve the best life possible. But you have to go out and get it. It's not going to be brought to your door. You got to go out and chase it and get it and do the work and read the knowledge. And then you can live an extraordinary life. So I hope this helped you guys. If you need any help, again, put it in your direct messages. Otherwise, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Have a great day. Thanks a lot, guys.